What's up, traders? Zach here from the Trading Network. Hope you guys are doing well. I've got another scalping video for you guys. This time it is actually not live, so I recorded this morning, and I am going to just talk things through a little bit. So I actually hit record on this a little bit late. I entered on this divergence right here. You can see that price is making lower lows and the oscillators are making higher lows. And this is mainly stochastic divergence right there as well. We do have a little bit of delta divergence. You can check out my delta video for more information on that as well. And essentially here, I entered right around here as this candle closed above the top of this, and we got that follow through with this bar. So my stop loss is below VWAP. It is below the London opening range high. It's below the opening price for the day. And I am just allowing price to work itself out. If I get stopped out, no harm, no foul. I am risking 23 points on this trade, and my first take profit is right around 20. So give or take about a 1-to-1 risk to reward on that first TP, and then of course a bit higher than 1-to-1 on that second take profit at 12,733. Price did make a higher low right here, which just continues to confirm that buyers are in control and that the trade is, continuing to work out in my favor. And that is basically it. So this video is about 4 minutes long, if I'm not mistaken, and you can see that I have my first take profit up here at 718, just front running the overnight high over here on the right side on the market profile at 12,722. I really love to use market profile levels for targets. Obviously I love to use market profile, but I love to use the levels for targets, and in general I use the targets pretty much, I would say, on a daily basis. I always front run them because it's more likely that price is going to turn around and get a little bit of reaction before. So I'm just pulling my TP at 718 instead of putting it right on the 22.25 level. So you guys might be asking, why not just take profit there? That's why. If price is going to move through the second upper deviation of VWAP. VWAP is really tight. You can see that as well. When VWAP is really tight, that increases the probability of it expanding significantly as well. So I got a lot of things in my favor. I have a lot of probability on the side of expansion, especially because we are basically just spanning that overnight profile right here. So if you see, boom, we've got the overnight low there, overnight high there, and now we are just pushing above that overnight high. So just took my first two. Now I've only got 4 left, and shortly you will see me start to trail my stop here just to further lock in some of this profit as price continues to move up through the second upper deviation of VWAP and closer to R1. It's interesting because that, the second target, my final target, is front running 12,740, which is yesterday's New York session high, and it's also coinciding with Fibonacci Pivot R1 and the third upper deviation of VWAP, both which are very, very high probability areas, or magnets for price, I suppose, is another way that you could look at it. So you can see price getting sucked up into these levels, and a lot of times, most of the time, it's because people have stop losses above prior highs. Right? So people have their stops above prior highs, boom, the stop gets run, that triggers a bunch of buy orders that inevitably pushes price even further upwards. So here, I'm just going to pause it real quick. You can see my entry right here. Again, my stop loss was right below VWAP. My stop loss was actually inside London Open, but it was below the London opening range high. It was below the opening price for both London Open and today's New York session. It was below the 200 EMA, which is that purple level. It was below the 377 EMA, which is that dark blue line. It was below the 200 SMA, which is that white line. And of course, it was below VWAP, which is that dot dashed green line right there. So I had immense protection on this trade. And that's actually why I put on even more size. I put on 6 contracts on this one. And those 6 contracts on this trade netted me $4,640 in a matter of 4 minutes or so. So this is a prime example of where you can lean into your edge. I was risking a little bit less, so even more reason to put on more size on this trade in particular. And again, you know, like Mike Bellafiore from SMB Capital says, and this is something that I really took to heart and value, especially because it's a baseball reference. When you see your A plus setup, you have to lean in and swing hard. And that's exactly what I did on this trade. Added a couple extra contracts and paid off. I had probability on my side once again with the bullish divergence right here on the stochastics. I also had clear bullish divergence on the delta. I had good candlestick structure. This candle right here closing above the top of that, and then furthermore this one closing above the top of this. We have a higher low getting created. Price never even comes back down to test these prior lows and rips up, takes out first take profit 718 and takes out the last 4 contracts at 733.50. So I hope this is a valuable video for you guys. You know, my main goal when I create these is to bring value to traders that are trying to get consistent. I know that it is difficult. I know that it is a tough journey, but it is the most rewarding thing that I've ever done in my life once I got a system and once I became consistent. So with that said, if you would like to learn more about my trading system, please visit thetradingnetwork.io, where you can first and foremost find information on the fundamentals of futures trading, which is my comprehensive course. You can find information on how to purchase the Trading Network proprietary indicator package, which consists of many of these indicators that you see on screen here today. You can also learn how to join our private Discord, where we have TTN Pro members live streaming daily, Monday through Friday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern throughout the entire New York session. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate your time. Thank you for being a part of the Trading Network, and I will see you very soon.